guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Selena. So in this video I want to show you a simple tutorial on how you can draft a flared off-shoulder dress like this one right here. These are the measurements I'll be using for this particular tutorial, and what I have with me is an Ankara fabric that I folded into two, and I have laid it down in a triangle manner. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a straight line. This is going to be the shoulder line. For this, I'm using the normal shoulder measurements. 15 divided by 2 give us 7.5 inches. However, this is where I'll be taking out the off shoulder from, and I'm just going to draw a straight line across it. After that, I'll be measuring the rest of the points, and I am measuring these points 5 inches away from the measuring tape because this is an off shoulder and we don't need the upper part. You can use 5 or 6 inches. This is usually a standard measurement. So I'm now marking my chest line, which is 8.5 inches. This is the mark that I'm making right here. After that, I'm just going to draw across a straight line. So what I have is the off-shoulder line, I have the chest line, and now I'm going to mark the length of this dress. The length I want it to be is 41 inches. I'm just going to put a mark right there. So on the shoulder line, remember I had placed in my normal shoulder measurements, 15 divided by 2, which gave us 7.5. So now I'm going to take that away and place in the off-shoulder measurements by coming in 2 inches inwardly, and this is now going to be our off-shoulder measurements. What I have now as my off shoulder is 5.5 inches. So on my chest line, I'll place in the bust measurements 8.5, add 2 inches for the sewing allowance because this is a free dress, and I'm going to join these points together and get my armhole. After that, I'm going to place an all-round mark on the length line. What I have right here is I have the off shoulder, I have the chest line, and also I have the length of the dress, and I'm just going to cut out this piece. So after cutting out the piece, this is what I have, and I'm going to use this to cut out the back part of the dress, and I'm just going to trace exactly this piece and put it on the folded fabric that I'll be using for the back part. And I'm going to place it 2 inches away. This 2 inches is going to be the zip allowance. Right here, I'll just cut out the back part into 2 where I'm going to place the zip. So this is what I have. I have the front and also I have the back part. So I have made the sewing on the back part to attach the pieces together. So this is what I have, and I'm going to now place the front fabric onto the back fabric where the right side and right side are facing each other, and I'm going to make a sewing right here and also make a sewing at the other side. I am also going to overlock these parts and make a sewing right there. So after sewing the back and the front, this is what I have. And also I have this strap that I'll be using to place on the shoulders, and the measurement that the length of it that I made is 44 inches because the round shoulder circumference I'm using for this drafting is 44 inches. How you can get your round shoulder circumference is just by placing the tape measure all around your shoulders, and you have your shoulder circumference. I also cut out the width to 3.5 inches. After sewing, what I had is 3 inches. So now I'm going to attach the strap to the dress, and the first thing I'm going to do is measure half of it and place a marking right there. So half of it, place a marking right there, and also I'll do the same thing for the shoulder of the dress. I'm going to measure the length of it, which is 12 inches, and I'm going to place also a marking on half of that 12 inches. After that, I'm now going to attach the marking I made half of it to the half part of the dress, and this is how I'm going to make my sewing. So I'm going to use the pins to show you how I'm going to attach this points together. After that, I'll be placing in the armhole measurements, or the distance which I'll be using is 7 inches. So I'm placing in 7 inches. After the 7 inches is where I'll be making the next sewing for attaching the strap to the dress. This is where my next sewing will be starting from to complete the round shoulder circumference with the strap sewing of the dress. So I'm just going to place in the pins to show you how it's going to look like. So I am also placing the pins to the other side of this dress to show you the complete part of how this dress is going to look like. After attaching the armhole and the strap, this is what you will have, something like that, and do the same for the other side of this dress. And finally, my final product of the dress is like this. I hope you learned something from this tutorial. This is how my dress looks like, and this is also how your dress should look like after eventually attaching all these parts together. I hope you learned something from this tutorial. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.